take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget.
Now that my hair is done, we're gonna go into what I typically do for my face. This routine I've had for the past maybe 4 months or so. I don't know if it's really helping me all that much, to be honest with you, but we'll continue and see if anything changes. I recently bought the Ordinary Retinol, and then I got it with the niacinamide and the hyaluronic acid. I got a couple other ones, so azelaic acid and the salicylic acid. I can't pronounce anything. Since I still have not purchased any like cotton pads, I usually grab a cotton ball and then I'll unroll it and then cut a strip, just so I'm not using an entire cotton ball for a little bit of toner, you know what I mean? Let's not be wasteful. So this is the toner that I use. I've been using it for quite some time now, and I have to say it works really well. I think it cleans my skin really well and it preps it for what's to come. So if you're interested, give that a go. But yeah, I just take a little bit of this onto the cotton swab and then I dab it all over my face. Nothing too crazy. So this will help take off any extra dirt that I missed when I was in the shower. I did clean my face with some cleanser. I used the Burt's Bees Deep Cleansing Cream. I started using that in high school and I thought it was working well, but I actually recently switched to the CeraVe and I think that works a little bit better for me. I feel like this helps a lot, and especially after putting product in my hair, I tend to have some product on the side of my face, so this hopefully removes some of that. My chin's been breaking out. Now I take a few drops of the retinol and I kind of just bloop 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 on my face. Usually when I'm doing this, I like to let it soak in just a little bit, at least for like a minute or two before I add in the acid. So I sort of mix it. Some days I'll do the niacinamide, some days I'll do the hyaluronic acid. I usually prefer the hyaluronic acid in the daytime, and then I'll put on the niacinamide at night. Both are supposed to be used in the AM and PM before creams, but I don't think it's necessary for me to use both. Especially during the winter, my face isn't that oily. While that soaks in, I'm gonna put on some lotion because my skin's feeling stupid dry. Look how nice and smooth. Don't forget your neck. So for lotion, I always use Jergens. It's been my go-to lotion for years now. I think it helps moisturize my skin really well, and it's not super thick like some other ones. Nivea cream, I try to use that for a while. It's very hard to smooth across your body, so if you're gonna use Nivea, probably just use it for like your hands and your neck, and then go for a thinner lotion like Jergens. Jergens isn't thin, but it's thinner than Nivea. So for example, this one, this is so thick, I cannot. But if your hands are dumb dry, then use that. Now that that's soaked in a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my hyaluronic acid. Try not to let the applicator touch your skin because you are putting it back into the bottle. You don't want any bacteria or anything, dirt, whatever that's still left on your face or other product to mix in. So usually I'll just dab it in, maybe do like little swiping motions, really make sure I get my chin and my T-zone because that's usually the most oily. I'll go ahead and let that sit for a second just like I did the other acid. So in the meantime, I'm gonna brush my teeth. I've been using this one. I find it super helpful because I have super sensitive teeth, usually sensitive to stuff like the temperature and sweets. I think that it's been working well. It doesn't leave my teeth feeling sensitive like some Crest whitening toothpaste did. I have this left in my drawer. This is what I was using before, but then I noticed that at night my teeth were feeling very sensitive, not even just to temperature, things like touch. I'd put a little bit of pressure on my teeth and it would feel like they were shifting. So yeah, made the switch. I love this little toothbrush, Oral-B. It's a little timer, so you get 30 seconds each quadrant, 2 minutes. Now that my face doesn't feel super tacky anymore, I'm gonna go ahead with my vitamin C serum. So again, we have DERMA-E. I found that this works really well. It has helped a little bit to remove some of the dark marks on my face. With this, I don't do a full pump. My face is like way too oily for that stuff, so I do about half a pump. Not gonna lie to you, it is kind of hard to do half a pump, but that's what the serum looks like. I just go ahead, rub that in, and then dab it along my face. Again, right in this area because that's usually where I have the most marks because I'm a picker and I pick at my face and I really shouldn't. And every single time that I do, I'm like, you know what, Jasmine, you're gonna leave a mark. You shouldn't do this, but bad habits die hard. Again, let that sit for a second. Ugh. Now I go in with my DERMA-E moisturizer. So this is what I've been using for the past couple of months. I think it helps really well after all the acids that I put on my face, and I honestly just take like the smallest amount because I don't want too much. My face is oily, so I don't usually need that much. If I feel like it was too little, I'll just go back a couple minutes later and add some more. So with that, I usually do a dabbing motion, or I will rub it into my face. Really depends on how well I feel like the serum and the acids have soaked in. Usually I'll rub it in if I feel like I've soaked the acids or the serums for like 10 minutes. That way I'm not moving around all the product. Now it is on my neck and I think I'm good. So yeah, that is my skincare routine. I can let my hair down just a little bit. I won't let it, touch my face too much because it is wet and full of product, but yeah, that's my skincare routine. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any product recommendations, please leave them down in the comments below and I will take a look, because I only started paying attention to my skin more often within the past, I would say 2 or 3 years, but I'm not really super into it. So I kind of just watch a couple videos on YouTube, find some products that I think would work for me and then test it out. But if you know anything more specific for oily skin, then please let me know. I'm more than happy to chat with you guys about it. All right, all that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.